Hello and welcome to a Forbidden Island legendary attempt. So, as you guys know, well, anyone who's been hanging around my channel, I've been wanting to get more board game content in. So that's exactly what we're doing now that I have my new computer and I can actually run Tabletop Simulator. I wanted to start off really simple with a challenge that I wanted to see if I can do as well. So we're going to be playing a legendary, but we're only going to use 2 characters. I've actually beaten legendary with 4, but never with 2, and I've seen someone say, well, I saw the video of them do it, so it's not easy. And I don't really have a strategy for it, but we're going to go give it a shot, another shot. I've been at it for a little bit now. We'll see how this attempt fares. So first we're going to set up our island, randomize that, and then I like to make a circular pattern here so it leaves me completely unbiased in the development of this island. So we sort of spiral in, and then we spiral the outside. So, looking interesting. Let's see which enduring treasure hunters desire to tackle this. Let me get rid of that. We have a pilot and navigator duo. So actually a little more refreshing for me at the moment, as the engineer bro has been drawn multiple times and he doesn't seem capable of finishing the game. Okay, so a navigator and a pilot is a high mobility attempt. Let's flood this island. We have the Golden Gate. While I'm flooding the island, give a special shout out to Nintendo Radio, my favorite thing to listen to, since, you know, it's Nintendo music, so most people ought to enjoy that. And I definitely want to give them a mention because they do a great job with that. I mean, it's a damn radio station playing Nintendo music for free. It's wonderful. So, let's take a look at our treasure cards for starting. Pilot has a fire and a cup. We have 2 of the fire treasures, a cup and an earth. So, about average, I would say. And now, before we begin with the top to bottom turn order, I just want to get familiar with this new island setup. This is looking extraordinarily promising. All 4 are adjacent to Fool's Landing. All 4. Alright. Pilot's first turn is fairly obvious. We're going to move and shore up those 2 tiles. These are hyper important to us. I might just sacrifice like everything else in this attempt and see if that works out for me. We still need some very good RNG to occur here. We have a helicopter and a Sphinx. Alright, Sphinx is technically, I guess, one of the further away. I mean, not really. We'll see which one I want to focus on keeping. Definitely fire. And we have some water coming in, you know, nothing to be too worried about. Alright, navigator. Their first turn, they need to get to a more relevant location so we can start trading. So we're gonna go 1, 2, and I think I kind of want them to stay here for now. So with my second action before I moved over, probably should just shore up something to bolster the deck. We can shore up the watchtower, and then we would move over. So not really using the navigator's power yet. I know it's very powerful, but navigator with pilot, I mean, dude goes anywhere he wants. Alright, now we want to determine what are we preserving and why. Now, since pilot goes... well, first we want to flood. Fool's Landing is high in the deck list. And Cliffs of Abandon. Alright. We can't be careless. This is probably one of the best setups I've had yet out of all of my attempts. So if any of them is possible, it's going to be this. Let's do 1, 2. I don't know if I'm even going to use the navigator's ability. Since I can fly to the fires, we want him to have the fire. So Sphinx is just down 1. We'll donate the Sphinx card. And let's see how we draw. Yes, yes. Alright, alright, interesting. So we're going to want to give that away. So we're focusing on Sphinx and fire, guaranteed. We're going to have to sacrifice Earth or Cup. Alright, let's flood this. We have some good RNG going for us at the moment, as we have not risen the water level yet. 3 turns, no water level rise is pretty cool in my book. Alright, here's the deal. Navigator's going, we need to sacrifice something. Let us do... we can shore up this, we can trade the sack, the cup. And then with our next turn, I want to trade the Sphinx over more than likely, so we want to be in the same space. I'm going to helicopter the both of us. I think an aggressive helicopter here is a good idea. And then my third action can be to shore up Phantom Rock as well. Alright, we get the Dreaded Waters Rise card. So that's okay. It's okay as long as we only get the 1. Hells yes. This is very good. I would say this is above average RNG at the moment. I'm very excited for this. Okay, we have to save that immediately. Misty Marsh is gone. Take this card out. And Iron Gate. Did I spare you? Yes. Okay. Looking promising. I'm getting excited. This is actually a pretty hard game on Legendary with 2 people. But this looks like a winning... I'm saying it... Let's play it out. Let's play it out. This is a very good... Like, this is a godly map setup. Godly. My last map setup, everything was, like, everywhere. It was not good. But they tried so hard. Okay, pilot. We give... Before I give a card, let's take a look. The cup was discarded. That was all that was discarded. I can be hyper greedy. I'm gonna discard this so we keep the cup. So that's 1. We're going to do 2, 3, like so. And then we're gonna hope I don't get a Waters Rise again. Helicopter lift, that's good. Fire! Holy shit, this RNG is insane. There was a godly shuffle tabletop simulator. Alright. This is too good to be true. This might be like, play it until easy mode happens. This is looking like easy mode at the moment. Now that's a little scary. Breaker's Bridge is gone. That's gotten scarier. This is why it's not free. Golden Gate is gone. Alright. Navigator needs to not draw a Water Rises card. Otherwise, we are potentially gonna lose... What's in the discard pile here? Right, the other fire card's not in here. If I draw Waters Rises, but if the fire card's on top here, we might lose. Let's cash in these now. We shall claim the... not that one. Griffin slash Sphinx slash whatever. Card or treasure. So that's our one move. Now unfortunately I can't like save anything really. I'm gonna move here for 2 and then I'm gonna move him there for the 3rd action. And I'm gonna hope we don't get Waters Rises, please. Okay, now it doesn't matter. Wow, that's really good, because we drew the Sandbag. So, Tree, Twilight Hollow is flooded. Temple of the Moon. We'll probably want to save that. And the Cliffs of Abandon are now flooded. We've lost a lot early. But I have the leeway to do this kind of aggressive play. It's really going to become a waiting game now. Alright, Pilot, cash in. I have to hope for... Honestly, this is such insane RNG. I can get both, and I can get all 4 in one deck shuffle. Depending on how things go. But we get the fire treasure. That's our first action. Second action. I can keep this too. Going to move over to here for the 3rd action. And if I get Waters Rises, I'll Sandbag. If I don't think I care. We can save the helicopter card already. So Sphinx we don't need anymore. Cup is good to see though. Phantom Rock. Cave of Embers is now gone. And the Bronze Gate is now gone. Alright. Navigator. Navigator wants this. We pretty much just need these 2. We just need these 3 tiles. So we're gonna unflood those 2. Or shore up those 2. Or I can give him both of my cups. So I don't really need a cup. I guess if he draws a cup, the Pilot can hand it over. Man, this is so good. 10 cards left. 2 of these are Water Rises. Let me look at the discard. So it's 2 Water Rises. 1 cup. 4? 2, 3, 4. Earth. That's 10, right? And there's another helicopter and another Sandbag. I'm forgetting something. There's one more. No, it's not one more fire. Yes, there's one more fire. Okay, that's the last one. What do I do with my 3rd action here? We only care about these 3 tiles now. It's so good. Trying to think what positioning would be the most advantageous. As long as we can keep these flipped, we don't necessarily have to be capable of trading immediately with one other. That probably is the best. I think I actually don't do anything with my third action. And we have a sandbag for emergencies. I think we stay here. We get the cups. See, I didn't want to send him a cup because I figured the odds of him getting the cup is super high. Alright, and we actually didn't get the Water Rises card. This is insanely good luck. Which is about time. Oh wait, Silver... flip it back over. Silvergate's flooded. Watchtower is catching some water. And the Whispering Gardens are now flooded. Damn, this is going stellar. Swimmingly, even. Alright, Pilot's turn. Honestly, we're gonna have to use the sandbags now. I don't want to. There is another one in the deck, though. But we're gonna have to use it because I want to hold on to the Earth if we're gonna do this in one deck cycle. So we're gonna sandbag. We're gonna give him the cup for the first action. We're going to helicopter lift the both of us. Wow, wait. I don't know if I can do that. I can worry about trading later. We'll do 1, 2... Actually 2, there's no reason to go down here. 3. And then helicopter, we are going to use this helicopter card because we know there's one more coming to put yellow on the cups now. And then that's it. So Earth, that's probably one of the best two. So we're going to be stacking the Water Rises cards, which is... Honestly, if I get them both at the same time, that's the best. Because if I get them turn after turn, we should be okay. Should be okay. Dunes of Deception, Temple of the Sun, and the Coral Palace. Whoops. Alright, and that's fine now. Alright, Navigator. Get the cup, that's 3. We're going to do 2 and then 3 because we need this. We want. He could go over to here. I don't have to save that. 2 and then 3. I can just give it to him. The pilot can always just get there. You know what? In case I draw, there's one in here. If I get the other Earth card, we can send both over at the same time for whoever has the advantage of doing that. So I will save that. We'll do 3 like so. Water Rises. There it is. We did get the other Earth card. Excuse me. Alright, we finally hit 4. So, Fool's Landing, staying on top like a son of a gun. The Watchtower is now flooded. The Cave of Shadows and the Iron Gate. Iron Gate. Alright, Mr. Pilot. One, 2, and then I can move the pilot, and then we basically win the game once I draw the helicopter card. So we're giving it to the pilot next turn. So we'll do 1, 2, shore up, and I don't know, 3. Because you have to maximize your actions. Obviously, you can't waste actions 2 times in the same game. Oh, we would lose for sure if I did that. Sandbags and a fire treasure. I think I can safely say we just won this game, which is, I'm rather surprised. Did I forget to remove this? 10 and 10. No, okay. It's over there. 2, 3, Coral Palace, 4, Temple of the Sun. That is scary because we know we got lucky that the last Water Rises is on the bottom. So I have the sandbags though. So we shall do 1, 2. Like I said, this will get discarded. 3, we'll move him over to there. We'll sandbag now this card. Waters will rise, and we have the last helicopter. God, it was like flawless. You guys saw me shuffle, by the way. This deck, God tier, and the board layout. I don't even think we really used their powers effectively. But I'm pretty sure we can't lose from here. I mean, maybe we can? Hold up. 1, Temple of the Moon. Right, this goes up. Temple of the Moon is now lost to the sea. Cave of Shadows is now lost to the sea. The Iron Gate is now lost to the sea. And the Coral Palace is now lost to the sea. Holy shit, we thinned the deck, and that is kind of terrifying. I don't think it matters, right? 1. We get the treasure. It's actually 2/2 each. 2, and then we helicopter out. Wow, I did it! Okay. Congratulations to us. That seems so easy. I guess sometimes that happens. So, here's a thing I can do. I have some saved components here. Forbidden Island attempts. So this only took me 6 tries. It wasn't that bad. And right here we have the losers. Let's see if I can get them all out. Alright, we'll leave that in there. Okay, so yeah, attempt number 1. I guess we'll introduce these nicely. So it's 5, 3. I like how this is gridded so nicely. So attempt number 1, we had Engineer and Diver going in that turn order. And honestly, they almost beat the game. They got screwed because something flooded and the diver could no longer go to a location. So he kind of got stuck, and then it just didn't work out. Second game, we had Engineer and oh shit, it was the rematch, which is the funniest thing. It was the same order and the same 2. And I did the same thing you saw me do here, you know, shuffled it all. So they lost again, and the second game went far more horribly than the first. They really didn't stand a chance. And the third game, we had a new team. These guys, I would say, did about average. We got 2 treasures, and then we just couldn't pull through at the end. Fourth attempt, Engineer was back, only with the Explorer this time. These guys did an excellent job keeping everything shored up. But we had extremely bad RNG. They just couldn't draw anything they needed. Like, I think they cashed in. Now that was the last game. The last game also had bad RNG. The last attempt was All-Star Engineer, Mr. 4 out of 5 in a row. Almost in a row. He wasn't in the third. But Engineer Pilot for the 5th attempt, and my previous. These guys almost beat the game too. But yeah, they cashed in the cups, right? And then when the deck went through, we drew all 5 cups back. I spent 3 turns. It was a similar setup to this. They had a good map. We spent like 3 turns sitting around and doing nothing because we kept drawing cups, and all the flooding was starting to happen on the outside. I didn't want to move. and they couldn't like shore up anything, so they're just wasting turns for the most part. It sucked. But there you go. There's Forbidden Island 2-player challenge. 6 attempts. Not too bad. pilot and navigator are a winning duo. Congratulations, guys. There's your treasures. And I guess that'll do it for my first board game sort of video. So yeah, I'm going to be doing these. I think it's obvious what I want to tackle next. I'm going to look into Forbidden Desert. But thank you all for watching. Thanks, Nintendo Radio. And yeah, I don't have too much to say. I've conquered the island now. Legendary 2 players. It is, I mean, 6 attempts doesn't sound bad. Setting up in Tabletop Simulator is really fast. But it is pretty hard. Like, let's be honest. This RNG was god tier. None of these games, I had like 2 decent islands. The past attempt, I would say, was a great island. But this is like a godly island. Everything just lined up. And so as a critical review regarding this setup, you know, every time I set up the island the same, I went around and did this. So it was always the same build to randomize everything with that like spiral motion. You can play this game enough to like muscle out a victory. So even though it's hard, I would say eventually you're bound to win. I didn't even make good use of these guys' powers, but we didn't have to. The map was just that strong. Anyway, in the comments below, feel free to, let's get some conversation going. How did you guys win in a 2-player legendary scenario? Give me some stories. I'd like to hear them. What was your winning combination of dues? Any exciting moments go down or anything? Other than that, hope you all have a good one. I look forward to, we'll get some more board games on this channel every now and then. So, I think it's safe to say Forbidden Desert coming up sometime. Won't be immediately, but sometime. And then we'll branch out into more. There's lots of board games I want to play. Anyway, thanks again.